So what does life look like for you guys now? You're not 9 to 5 working, day to day, driving into the city if you have to. Like, what does it look like for you now?
You'd be maybe surprised to hear that a whole chunk of our life is still looks a lot like our old life. Specifically the part about having kids. You still have to wake up early, you still have to make breakfast and get them ready for school and argue about, what they're wearing and whatever. That hasn't changed, that whole, having a kid and having active kids where after school, come home, have some lunch, do homework, and then I take my job as an Uber driver and drive them around town for their different activities. That is still very much part of our life, daily life. But what's changed is everything in between. Once they go to school until the time they come out of school, that time is completely free. We can do whatever we want and spend our days however we want. And that's been just the beauty that we've discovered is this whole life where you could actually live and not center your life around work. So what we've done, she's picked up a bunch of hobbies. Currently, she's into ceramics. She does a weekly ceramics class. She started sewing recently, so doing a lot of creative manual projects. I've always played sports. Right now, my sport of choice is table tennis, ping pong. So yeah, just complete freedom to do what we want for the day. It took took us a little while to sort of get used to that idea, right? Like we're so used to having this regimen. And I do think we went through a period, maybe a few months of, I don't want to call it identity crisis at all, because I think that sounds a lot worse than it was. It was just like, man, what the hell do we do now? Kids are in school. I don't have work to do. What do I do? We pretty quickly figured it out. And we're lucky to live a 5-minute drive to the beach or 30-minute walk. So once a week for some time, we were going on long walks on the beach and doing that kind of cliche thing. But yeah, our days are pretty free. And the only obligation I have is the consulting work that I do, which I squeeze in whenever I can so that, whenever the kids are sleeping or in school, I'll do a little work. I try to not do it while they're around and awake. That's been a blessing, just being very flexible and autonomous.